Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. How you doing? It's a Friday night, I believe. Alexa, what day is it?
It's Friday, September 5th.
Friday, September 5th, 2025. How is everybody today? Getting ready for the weekend? Everybody's working for the weekend. Not me. I'm never off on weekends. Guys, I wanted to talk to you about a little something something. So, do you know Jodi Lee from Anxious Ant? Yes, that would be Anxious Ant. Her and her cousin Marzi, right? Isn't it Mars? Mars? I think it's Marzi and Jodi Lee. So those two do fantastic videos because you Anxious Ant Crimes guys. Come on, man, you know them. Anyway, I think that they live in Australia, right? I'm pretty sure they live in Australia. Anyway, it seems like Jodi Lee did her own little video, and I liked it. And the thing was, it talked about the 60-minute interview Australia. So I kind of wanted to piggyback off that. So you guys might be saying, Toddy, you've been piggybacking off of a lot of friggin' stuff. Yeah, I have comments. And when I watch these videos, I say, yeah, but what about, but what about, so that's why. Gypsy has been quiet, right? I mean, like, she's been quiet. Other people have been talking for her, and I've reported on that. But when I see something and I go, wow, like, and I start talking to myself about it, I'm like, put the camera on, talk. So I'm going to do this video with Jodi Lee, even though she doesn't know it. And hopefully that's okay because I'm a big fan of both of theirs. I love Anxious Ant. It's funny because Jodi Lee and I are the ones that every time we hear Gypsy Rose, we want to sing Gypsy Rose, take me home. So I wanted to do a duet with her actually.
She's a really interesting character. She's very calm, quite reserved.
So it's not like Jodi Lee is stuck on a freeze frame there. Nope, that's not Jodi Lee speaking. I knew you'd think it was her, but it's not her. That's the 60-minute woman speaking from Australia. They all sound the same.
And almost detached when she talks about her childhood, which was horrific.
Not saying that Gypsy Rose is a psychopath.
See, to the layman American, to our ears, it sounds the same. But I think Jodi has a prettier voice. It's actually a higher couple octaves, I think. But, I mean, they sound the same because of the accent.
But have you noticed that a lot of psychopaths are very contained, very reserved? Anyway, sorry
Jodi Lee, how many psychopaths do you hang with?
guys, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that's my first thoughts.
Horrific. She was horribly abused by her mother, who had Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
Wrong answer.
But her life now is pretty great. She got out of jail. She's engaged.
It was prison. She was locked up in prison. It was more than jail. She started in jail, ended up in prison. The accent started God knows where and ended up who knows what.
Fiance Ken and her have a gorgeous little baby girl, Aurora. She was actually very pregnant when we met her, so didn't get to meet Aurora, but
look at that woman's face. She's fangirling. Like she's almost standing fangirling, right?
Aurora, but her childhood, her entire life was completely abnormal. Yeah. And
I give you that. It was different. I don't know how abnormal. I mean, I guess it was, the thing is when is the lady from 60 Minutes going to bring up the micro deletion that Gypsy was legitimately sick from?
Bizarre growing up with her mother the way that she did.
Can you imagine what her mom would say about having Gypsy as a daughter and what that experience might have been like if her mom could speak today?
She then organized to have her mother.
Can I tell you something? Regardless of anything, that word is a horrible word, right? The M word. But when it's said in that accent, it doesn't sound near as bad. right? It's almost like, can I have one, please? It's almost like when Renelle Smith says the F word. It's like, yeah, okay. It's funny. It's just too polite sounding to sound horrible.
She was then convicted of second-degree murder and went to jail for 10 years. So her only life experience was this awful abuse. And
doesn't Jodi Lee look a little judgy? Like, seriously, she looks a little judgy. I think so. I'm playing with you, Jodi Lee.
And then prison. So then to walk out of that into cameras
that she arranged to have waiting for her there. Yeah, she arranged that. Gypsy did that.
Reality TV, I think it would be a real challenge for anyone. So I felt like Gypsy was still very much coming to terms with that.
That, again, was by her choice. She set that up. She had that all arranged. That was her plan. She wanted to be a celebrity when she got out. It just didn't work out that way. It would have worked out that way had we have all shut up. But we were calling her out to the carpet. Onto the carpet? How do you say that? Calling her onto the carpet, right?
I think she told me she sees 3 different therapists.
I call bullshit. Bullshit? Now, how would you say that? Kangaroo poo? I'm playing.
And working through her relationship.
Jodi Lee saying, that's a bunch of kangaroo poo-poo.
With her mum, I sensed still some conflict there. So, for example, I said to her, "Did you love your mum?" She said, "Of course I did. I miss her."
I loved her to death. I loved her to death.
I miss her on Mother's Day, and of course I loved her.
Lady, you just... is she a journalist? Because she can't be a journalist. Because now she should be fired.
And then you think, but you organised to have her killed.
And sent an instructional video, too. And might have done some of them jabs on her own, too. If not all of them.
And then I said, "Did your mother love you?" And she said,
"Yeah, are you blind? Can't you see all the shit she did for me? Didn't she see all the pictures of me in Disney World eating royal mashed potatoes? And I was dressed as every damn princess in the world. Cinderella, too. I had my own phone. I ran the roost in the house. Yeah. She stopped the world for me. All I had to do was exist." I know that last little clip I was joking around, but seriously, Gypsy honestly said, sometimes licking her lips, that all she had to do was exist, and her mom waited on her hand and foot.
Wow. I like to think that she did, but she just had a different way of showing it. So I think she's still processing some of those major emotions.
That would require a heart. Now, wasn't that the Tin Man that didn't have the heart? And when he went to go see the wizard, the wonderful wizard, got the heart, right? Gypsy has yet to find the heart. Because just like the Tin Man, she ain't got one.
Some of those major things that really made her. When Gypsy was arrested, it was assumed that, she had organised this or been part of this awful murder, which she was.
This woman sounds brokenhearted. Like, she legitimately sounds brokenhearted over this.
And no one knew the extent of what she'd gone through, including Gypsy. She was 23 when she was arrested. She still thought she was dying of cancer.
That's every kind of animal shit in the world. Kangaroo poo, bullshit. That's just shit. That's even human shit, which Gypsy likes. Did you hear that she likes scat play? Oh, God. Seriously. But, guys, I don't want to go there ever. And Gypsy did not think she was going to die of cancer. That is such shit. That is such shit. And it's so much worse that 60 Minutes Australia is spewing it. That's so bad. So bad. I can't believe that some people just believe her. Like, I just can't. Guys, I don't want to run all of the video here that Anxious Ant has put out, but I did want to do this part of it because I thought it was really funny. And tell me what you think. What do you like? Do you like the duo here? Guys, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much.